Welcome. Welcome to the Sense of Self session. I think this is 23? Session 23, I think. Okay, let's cleanse the space. Get the energy right. Thank you so much for joining me. I am truly blessed and grateful to have you here. Let's get this thing going. As the crows say. I woke up with this song in my head, which is not unusual for me at all, but it just floated right on back in as I was opening the deck there. It is, of course, by Sasha Cable because she's been on replay the last couple of months or so. And it was actually the first thing I did when I opened my eyes this morning was go to my phone so I could play the song. Because I can hear it in my head, but there's something different about hearing it out loud, hearing someone else speak the words that they created. Alright, I'm saying all this because it's a part of the message. Nothing that occurs by accident. I believe that wholeheartedly. The song is called Loyalty. And she says, guess you don't see all the damage done. Don't know what game that you think you won. You left me nowhere else to run. You preach loyalty, but you weren't loyal to me. Yeah. Sasha Cable. Alright, let's see. That's a first. I'm gonna take a look at them and then put them back to pull one card because that's what we've been doing. But here's the thing, right? Again, nothing happens by accident or by chance. And I want to say too, another thought that I had this morning was we might start to need some clarity, some additional depth in these sense of self sessions. And I was thinking about how that may come about or when that may come about or how to reach those different depths or those different levels of understanding about what our intuition is saying to us or what the message is saying to us. We have number 28, 22, 32, 11, and 9. Okay. All right, let's see. So somebody can't see the depth of how they've impacted another person. All right. Someone's having trouble being aware. This could be like a difficulty with empathy. Someone struggles with empathy. I was actually just talking to someone about empathy, someone close to me about empathy the other day. You know, it can seem, let's put it that way, like a super simple, common sensory even, let's say, because, you know, we like to throw those words around, skill. But it is truly a skill. Empathy is a skill. It's a learned behavior and skill. And so if we don't go through the different layers and levels to evolve and grow and further learn how to deepen our empathy, then that skill remains where it is, or was, or wasn't, or didn't exist. And so there's a I almost said desire. So maybe someone does desire to understand and they just simply can't. But essentially, there's a need for someone to become more aware, right? Again, the reason why we're doing these sense of self sessions, okay, yeah, I guess that's why I'm saying need and desire, because it feels more like a conviction, an internal conviction, like someone is feeling convicted to better understand another person or themselves or their situation. Someone wants to understand more deeply, but they can't. I feel like too, there's it's like they want to understand more deep. There's also this like shame or embarrassment that's enveloped within it. All right, let's get to the card. We have card number 37, which we know reduces to 10. All right, 10 speak to the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. Endings inevitably bring new beginnings, I feel the need to say. All right, there's no choice in the matter. When something ends, there is a new beginning. When something transforms, it can no longer be what it once was. So someone needs to really hear that, understand that, and receive it. I feel like there's maybe a bit of denial. All right, this could have to do with a relationship. This card was sort of inspired by the Four of Wands, just a bit. And it's definitely reminding me of that energy here now. You know, the Four of Wands speaks to celebratory energy. It speaks to being aligned spiritually with another person, another place, another energy. It speaks to intentions being aligned, right? And coming together to create something that's beautiful, great, grand, that you can celebrate and, you feel joyful and whatnot. But there's something missing. All right, the card says practice gratitude in a myriad of ways. Let's see what the booklet says. My friends, where's the camera? How do we do this? Okay, well. We got some mirror tricks going on. Wrong booklet. And it is 23, okay. Let's try this. Okay. 37. Ooh. 37. Okay, there it is. This card presents itself to you today as a reminder to approach life with a mindset of gratefulness. All levels of success are important, and we're celebrating regardless of what it may be defined as by another. Interesting. So there may be some experience here that you're having or someone close to you is having where they feel like they cannot celebrate their new beginning, or it's hard to step into a new space because of what other people think, feel, or believe. All right. Pulling this card challenges your sixth sense to indulge in this pleasurable milestone of your soul and allow it to build upon your self-esteem. Your fifth sense to feel euphoric as you step closer to your destiny and close out a cycle. Fourth sense to taste the excitement that is your future. Third sense to take in the scent of nature's garden, allowing the trees and plants to replenish you for your next journey. Second sense to hear the playful, light-hearted lyrics of Billy Joel's 1983 hit, The Longest Time. We've got two songs today. And your first sense to envision a passionate slow dance as you celebrate your effort and success. It's time to celebrate. You've reached a milestone recently, but it may not have received the recognition that it deserved. Achievements are not things that simply happen by chance, but they're a result of our hard work. You have followed the yellow brick road of inspiration, made hard decisions, directed your path, and ultimately actualized the manifestation. Celebrate yourself. I'm gonna stop the reading there. There is more in the booklet for card 37, but We got what we needed today. Let's see what our journal prompt's gonna be for session 23. Okay, friends. Session 23's journal prompt. As always, I would love to hear the journal prompts that you came up with, the intuitive nudges that you received throughout this message, and anything that resonated with you. I would love to hear your feedback. Session 23. How am I allowing another person's lack of acceptance to impact my own?